Hey, good morning everybody. Jim with Ahh-Some. It is a beautiful Saturday morning outside. At least in North Dakota it is where I'm at. A little bit chilly. We're still in the 30s here in the morning. Hopefully we start changing that in the next few months. But first off, I'd like to apologize. It's been a while since I have made a video for y'all, and I know I kind of said in one of my most recent ones that I would try to get to these every week or two. And I just simply have been unable to do so. We've been extremely busy. No excuse why I didn't get a video out, but nonetheless, I just simply haven't gotten it done. So I figured this morning I've got a lot of Aqua Clarities to make up because we've had a ton of orders over the last few days. We've sent a lot of them out, but I still have a lot more to get out. And we make our Aqua Clarities individually as we go. We package them up. Well, not necessarily as we go. We try to keep a supply, but our supply has dwindled to next to nothing because we've had so many orders, which is a great thing. I do encourage everybody, get yourself some Aqua Clarity. It's a phenomenal product, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. But I figured since I'm out here making Aqua Clarities up today and packaging them all up, I might as well hop on this, make a video and post it out there, because there's been a lot of stuff over the last few months. A lot of brand new hot tub owners, a lot of brand new swimming pool owners, and there's a lot of questions out there. We try to provide as much information as we can. You know, we're obviously we want to make sure that you guys have as much information as possible to safely maintain your hot tub, your swimming pools, your jetted hot tub in your bathroom, your dishwashers, your washing machines, whatever the case may be. We want to make sure that you guys have the correct information. One of the most common questions that I get personally on a daily basis, and things that I see online, is how do I test my water? What's the best way? What's the most accurate way to test your water? Well, I can tell you that the most accurate way to test your water is not using test strips. Test strips, and I'm going to jump out of the camera every so often here, guys. I got to get more Aqua Clarity boxes to package up, but test strips are good in an emergency when you've got nothing else, but I would never recommend a test strip for everyday use. They can give you false readings. If the test strip has been kept in a location that's too hot or too cold, it got moisture in the bottle, or there's any number of things that can go wrong, and that can give you inaccurate readings. My recommendation, and I think a lot of people's recommendations, is to use either a titration kit, a drop test kit. You've probably seen them before. They're, you know, we'll just think of chlorine, bromine, pH right now. It's got the red dropper, the yellow dropper. You put a little water in like the little tubes, put a few drops in, shake it up, and it tells you where you're at. That's a more accurate tester. And then there's also the option for you to take your water into your local dealer and get your water tested there. They do some pretty cool things with your water to test for all kinds of different things, to see where you're at and make sure you're doing the proper things to maintain clean, healthy water. If you want to do a titration kit, I'm not going to give any brand names out, but you can go on to any one of a number of online sites and just search for titration kit, and they'll pop up. There's all kinds of them out there. Some are more complicated than others, but they all, for the most part, will do the same thing. So if you're using test strips, I would move away from that, because you might not be getting the most accurate readings. I had a customer on the phone the other day who said on his test strip that he was completely fine with chlorine. His free chlorine was perfect. Turns out he had no chlorine in his tub when he went and brought his water into the hot tub store. So you run that risk, and that's not a risk you want to take with especially a hot tub. When you've got hot water, a lot of bodies, that's a breeding ground for bacteria. So with regards to, I know we spent a lot of time on this, but this is a very common question. It really is. How do I see, how do I test my water? Don't use test strips. That's what I would recommend. But if you want to, that's your choice. What else? Oh yeah. So another question we get pretty frequently is with regards to filter cartridges, specifically when using Ahh-Some. So I want to clear this up a little bit because the instructions, they can be a little bit confusing. When you're running Ahh-Some through your hot tub, you want the filter cartridges out of the filter compartment. Do not leave them in the actual filter compartment. Now you can take your filter cartridges and toss them into the hot tub and let them, I like to say, bounce around, play, have fun. The Ahh-Some that's running through your hot tub will absolutely clean those filter cartridges extremely well. You just pull them out after the purge is completed and rinse them off with a garden hose. And there you go. You've got clean filter cartridges. Filter cartridges are, I think, one of the more commonly missed items that get cleaned in hot tubs. Not saying that by no means everybody doesn't do a good cleaning, but in a lot of cases, the filter cartridges are sometimes forgotten about. Filter cartridges are extremely important to keep clean. Now, what I do personally is I rinse mine just with a garden hose about every week. And I live in North Dakota, so in the dead of winter, I can't personally use my garden hose outside, but I use my shower. I've got one of those removable shower heads that I bring the cartridges right into the shower stall, take the little head and just turn the setting to a powerful stream, and I just clean them there. And then once a month, I will do a deep clean with our filter cleaner. So our filter cleaner, again, nice little small 2-ounce jar, just like our hot tub product. This little jar will last you anywhere from 6 months to a year, depending on how often you do a deep clean on your filter cartridges. And with that product, you only need to let your filter cartridges sit for approximately 20 minutes in a 5-gallon pail of water. Let it soak. 20 minutes later, you're done. And you can just pull it out, rinse it off with a garden hose, and you're good to go. I recommend personally doing a deep clean on your filter cartridges once a month. Every month, like clockwork. It's an important aspect of maintaining healthy and clean water in your hot tub. So yeah, I sidetracked there for a minute. Why do we want your filter cartridges out of the filter compartment? Because everybody's going to tell you that you should never run your hot tub without your filter cartridges in the filter compartment, right? It's true. You really don't want to do that. But when you're running Ahh-Some through your hot tub, you're going to release a lot of bacteria, mold, fungus, all kinds of things that's in that plumbing system. You don't want those filters cartridges where they're at, because it's going to suck in all of those contaminants, and either A, your filter cartridges are going to get so gunked up that you're never going to get them clean, and now you have to go buy new filter cartridges. And 2, if you've got a really dirty tub, you could also start losing some water pressure through those pleats, and that would not be what you want to do. So pull the filter cartridges from the filter compartment and let them, if you want them to be clean, toss them right into your hot tub, turn the jets on, and let it go for 30 minutes. And your filter cartridges will get nice and clean as well. Speaking of purging, since we're now on that, if you've got questions on filters, leave a comment below or shoot me an email, give us a call. It's pretty easy to get a hold of us. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But with regards to purging, again, we are pretty specific that the vast majority of hot tubs, specifically when using the Ahh-Some product, you only need 30 minutes to purge your tub. That being said, it doesn't all have to be one 30-minute shot. You can run the jets for 10 minutes, turn them off, let it sit for 5 or 10 minutes, wipe everything up, run them for 10 more minutes, wipe everything up, run it for 10 more minutes, wipe everything up. You can do that. You can do it for 15 minutes at a time. 30 minutes is the bare bones minimum that we'd like you to run that, but you can run it for an hour if you wanted to. You can run it for 2 hours if you wanted to. The choice is yours. The benefit of Ahh-Some is that you don't need to spend 24 or 48 hours running a product through your tub to get it clean. That's the benefit. But if you feel you need to or want to run Ahh-Some for longer in your tub, no one is stopping you. You have that right to do it. There's also a process for, let's think about a tub that maybe you purchased new to you. It's not a new tub, but it's new to you. And you have maybe no idea how that tub was maintained, or you're already starting to see gunk and crud coming out of the jets. That's an opportunity maybe where you might need to go a little bit longer on your hot tub. So maybe in that case there, you run it for the 30 minutes, you wipe everything down, and then you put the cover back on the tub and let it sit for 5, 6, 7 hours. And then you come back out, run the jets for another 20 minutes. The Ahh-Some's in the system. It's going to continue to, for lack of a better term, it's going to eat away, I guess you could say, at the biofilm that's in the plumbing system. It's going to loosen it up. And then every time you run those jets, it's going to push more and more of it out. We've got customers that will run Ahh-Some through their tub for 2 or 3 days. Instead of running it, draining it, refilling it, running it, draining it, refilling it. Number one, that's a waste of water, which you don't need to waste. And two, in some cases, in those particular cases, they've got extremely dirty tubs that just simply aren't getting cleaned on the very first go around. So I would say 90% of the tubs are completely clean. For the most, when I say completely, you're never going to get it all out per se, but the vast majority of the biofilm will come out in that first 30-minute purge. But there are some cases where you will need to run it for longer. So just be aware of that. And it's one of those visual things. And again, if you've got questions, if you've got concerns or whatnot, what have you, don't ever hesitate to give me a call. I've got customers every day that text me pictures of what they're seeing, what they're doing, or videos. And you know, it's sometimes the videos are honestly the best way for me to kind of give you an idea of where I think you're at. But nonetheless, don't hesitate to reach out. We're going to answer the phone. We're not like every other company out there. When you call, we'll answer. And if we're on the phone, there's only 3 of us. My father, myself, and my wife. And if we're all on the phone or in some other way occupied, just leave us a voicemail and we'll call you back. Our numbers are all over the place. So again, just with regards to purging, it really just depends on your tub. I like to say that hot tubs are like kids. Every single one of them is a little bit different. So my hot tub is going to possibly react different than your hot tub will react. Let's see. Pools. We had a question about pools the other day. We're getting into the pool season. And for those of you that don't have pools, you can skip right through this section. But one of the questions that was asked, and this is our pool product here, comes in a 6-ounce jar, water clarifier and bio cleaner. This is a phenomenal product. If you own a swimming pool, it's a product that once you start using it, you'll never stop using it. I know that. And you get one of those jars will last your pool 30 days. So you put if you've got a pool we use a 20,000 gallon. So if your pool is 20,000 gallons, you need one of those jars every month that your pool is open for the season. But nonetheless, that's the number one question. How much of it, how often do I need to put it in? Our pool product goes in every 30 days. And you need 1 jar per 20,000 gallons for the season. So if your pool is 10,000 gallon pool, then one jar will last you 2 months. If your pool's a 40,000 gallon pool, then you need 2 jars per month. So then figure out how many months you're going to keep the pool open for the season. And then you just multiply that, add it up, and that's how many you will need. But you will find that you will put far less chemicals into your pool than you ever have before. Specifically your chlorine. Most pools are using chlorine, and you will use significantly less of that over the season. We've got some pools out there that are, no kidding, using 50% less chlorine in their swimming pool once they start using the pool product. In addition to that, you know, everybody can kind of see with the hot tub Ahh-Some all the gunk and grime that comes out. You can see it, it's immediate. Very visually unappealing, but it's there. You know, you don't have to wait. Remember, a swimming pool, big volume of water, you're not going to see the same result. But it's working much the same way within the plumbing system of your pool. Whether it's an in-ground or above ground, it's doing the same thing. It's going into the plumbing system and cleaning everything out for you, which is what you want, which then allows you to start using far less chlorine in your pool, and you're going to have literally the cleanest and clearest water you've ever seen in your pool. So if you have more questions on the pool product, I do encourage you to contact me directly, and we can absolutely talk about it. I keep putting here, you can contact us. I highly encourage you guys, everybody, to, if you've got questions, call us. Email us. We're on chat on our website's got the funky little chat thing. Utilize it. Oh gosh, we're already at 17 minutes. Woo! No one's going to stick around for a full 17 minutes, I don't think. But nonetheless, if you've stuck around this far, congratulations. So now, since I'm sitting here making all these Aqua Clarities up, let's talk about Aqua Clarity. If you own a hot tub, this is a product that I cannot stress enough. You absolutely, positively, well, do you need it? No, you don't need it. Nobody needs truly anything. Will it make your hot tub life significantly easier? Absolutely, it will. Aqua Clarity can be utilized not only as your purge product, it's also your weekly maintenance product. And we give you this handy instruction booklet that comes with it here, okay? It tells you exactly how to utilize Aqua Clarity both for your purge and for your weekly maintenance. Now, Aqua Clarity, just like the Ahh-Some product, when you put it Ahh-Some into your tub, Aqua Clarity is going to work the exact same way when you do the purge. It's going to go in there. You're going to use a stronger dose of it on the purge, of course, and it is going to clean out the plumbing system of your hot tub, just like Ahh-Some does. And just like Ahh-Some, after you're done with that, you have to drain the water. You have to get your tub rinsed out. You're still going to pull your filter cartridges just like you normally do. So the purge process with Aqua Clarity is exactly the same as it is with Ahh-Some. The differences kind of end there, though. Once you get your tub refilled, we now need to balance our tub. I tend to like to see customers, when you're balancing your water, when you get it refilled, I recommend not starting the balance process until your water's above 80 degrees. That's just a personal thing. I believe that, you know, if you start balancing your tub with cold water, you can start getting some skewed results. And the other thing, speaking about balancing your water, a lot of people think you can just balance it and you're done in 5 minutes. Properly balancing your water can take, several days. It's not something that can just be done in 5 minutes. This is the way I do it, but when I go to balance the water, I always work on getting my pH stabilized. I try to get my pH to 7.5. That's just where I try to get it to. My pH coming out of my spigot from my hose comes out at 8.1. So I know right off the get-go that I need uriatic acid to bring that pH down. And I'll spend a day to get that down. When you're bringing your pH down, you got to do it real slow. It's not an immediate thing. If you got to bring your pH up, you can bring that up relatively quickly. But bringing your pH down takes a little bit of time. It's methodical. If you bring your pH down too fast, you could really get your alkalinity, kind of messed up. So I'll get my pH in balance. In addition to that, my water is extremely hard where we live in North Dakota. So I use a pillow. It's called Vanishing Act. You can buy them online. My local hot tub store here in Fargo, my hot spring store, they sell the Vanishing Act pillow. So I just run down there and buy it, but not everybody sells them. But I know you can get them on Amazon. I've got customers that do it every day. I put the Vanishing Act pillow and that stays in your hot tub for 3 days. And if you've got super hard water, this, after 3 days, there's two different sizes, a small and a large. My tub is 375 gallons, so I just use the small one. If you've got more than 500 gallons, I believe they say to use the big one. But nonetheless, that will get your water hardness back in where you want it to be. And then it says on there not to chlorinate your water or whatnot, or I do. I'm not waiting 3 days on that. So I put the Vanishing Act pillow in, and I continue to balance my water over the course of the 3 days. It also says not to go into your hot tub with the pillow. We've violated that rule from time to time, but nonetheless. So my point of all of this rambling is that balancing your water properly upon refill is going to save you time, effort, and stress as you move forward with the process. So let's jump ahead and let's go ahead and say and assume that, okay, you've got your water 100% balanced, everything is proper, everything is great. Now is when you'll start using your Aqua Clarity. So you're going to take the box that you get right here. So that's your Aqua Clarity box. And that comes with the 6-ounce bottle of Aqua Clarity concentrate. You're going to take this bottle, and I don't have a jug in here to show you, but you're going to take this bottle and mix it with 122 ounces of water. So find yourself a good, sturdy gallon jug. Recommendations would be bleach bottle, gallon bleach bottle containers. If you can find one that's a gallon, always look, because some of the bleach bottles now, they're not a full 128 ounces. What I use is a windshield washer fluid bottle. So I will go buy a windshield washer fluid bottle and I'll fill up all the cars with windshield washer fluid. Rinse the bottle out really well, pull the little label off the front of the bottle so I can attach the Aqua Clarity label to the bottle. Fill it up approximately 3/4 of the way. Then I'll dump the Aqua Clarity into it. There's still going to be room for more water. And then you fill that up, basically to the top, and that's your 128 ounces of Aqua Clarity. Now, this will last you, let's just use roughly a 400-gallon hot tub. The Aqua Clarity, if you use it for your purges and your weekly maintenance, this will last you a full year. 1 full year, and then you'll have to buy it again. But that's pretty doggone. The way my mind works is I dollar cost average everything out. So we sell this on Amazon, on Walmart.com, up in Canada on Amazon. We sell it on our website. So if you take the price and divide that by, let's just use 52 weeks, it's pretty economical, if you ask me. Now, once a week, you're going to put in the recommended dose for your weekly maintenance. Now, what is this going to do? Number one, probably the single biggest benefit is that the Aqua Clarity is going to work to prevent the biofilm buildup. Is it going to prevent it 100%? Absolutely not. It will not prevent it 100%. We're going to get biofilm buildup. It's what Aqua Clarity is going to do, however, is slow that buildup down. It's not going to go as fast. So normally with a hot tub, we recommend purging every 4 to 6 months. The benefit of Aqua Clarity is you can move to more than likely 9 to 12 months. And not really more than likely. We're pretty solid on that. 9 to 12 months is where you can move to your purges with. That's incredible. Even me, who it takes me about 3 hours to purge my tub, I'm pretty good at it now. I've done it hundreds of times, so it still takes me, you know, on my tub 3 hours to purge it, drain it, rinse it, and then the refill process. If I don't have to do that twice a year or 3 times a year, and I might only have to do that once a year, that's phenomenal in my book. So this product, Aqua Clarity, will, number one, in most cases, there's always the exception to the rule where you might have to purge and drain sooner than that. But what we're finding is most people 9 to 12 months, which is phenomenal. Because we're working to prevent everything, you know, Ahh-Some is a phenomenal product. Make no mistake about it. But it's a reactive product. It's reacting to a problem that already exists. The biofilm already exists in your hot tub. So it's a reactive solution to that problem. Whereas the Aqua Clarity is a proactive solution to preventing that problem from really occurring. In addition, you're going to have, I wish I could show you the water softness that you're going to feel. Just it's gonna feel like satin sheets. I don't really sleep in satin sheets, but I assume they're probably pretty soft. Think of, you know, the water just kind of enveloping you. It's amazing. Another thing that you're gonna find, and I've got to make more tissue paper. Another thing that you're gonna find as well is that you're going to use less chemicals, far less chemicals. And I don't know about you, but I don't like spending a lot of money on chemicals to begin with, and I don't like sitting in my hot tub with a ton of chemicals. So anytime that I can reduce the amount of chemicals in my hot tub, the better off I feel I'm gonna be. There's a lot more information on our website at www.ahh-some.com. Click on the Aqua Clarity. I absolutely, positively, highly encourage you to check this out, investigate it. Call me if you've got questions. I've got, as you can see, I mean, we've got orders going out left and right. So this is a relatively new product. We tested it for a full year before we launched it about 5 months ago. I've been testing it in my tub, and I've got a video on it as well. You can go back through the YouTube videos here and see the video. Nonetheless, we're coming up here to the last couple minutes of our video here. Again, I'm by no means a professional whatever when it comes to this, but I just try to talk, and you guys can fast forward to wherever you want to in part of the video, and I'll go back and put at underneath the thing where, if you want to know about filters, if you want to know about pools, if you want to know about how to do something, and we'll try to do these more frequently. I said that last time. I do truly want to do these more. It's just finding the time to get out here and do everything. Oh, the other thing too, I never talked about it, but our spray cleaner. We've got a brand new spray cleaner, guys. It's phenomenal. It's all purpose. You can find it on our website, find it on Amazon, Walmart.com. It's up in Canada as well. This is phenomenal for your pool covers. I'm sorry, your hot tub covers. It's fantastic for the shell of your hot tub above the water line, kind of where you get that scum. Picks them up. You're gonna love it. It's phenomenal. But in the last 45 seconds, like I always end every video with, if you've got questions, concerns, comments, whatever the case may be, either post a comment here or contact us on our website. Our phone numbers are all over the website. Our email addresses are all over the website. So there's always ways. We're going to answer the phone. I promise you. 24/7, 365. If we're awake, we'll answer the phone. And yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button here, wherever it's at, above me, below me. Hit the subscribe button and be notified when we make a new video. We're not all that flashy, but